All right, Max Winter says, a black actor playing the Little Mermaid really is a case of white erasure. All forms of art, including fairy tales, are meant...
White erasure. White erasure. Because they made a movie where, Ariel is black now.
...meant to be reflections of the author's experiences and observations. Hans Christian Andersen probably based The Little Mermaid based on experiences he went through in his home country of Denmark. So it makes sense that most of his characters would be white, since that's the world and the people he was surrounded by. Yeah, I'm given the way that we deal with these sorts of issues, I'm sympathetic to that. Now, I would be fine, like we talked about yesterday. We don't have to rehash the entire thing, but...
Bitch, I don't see you complaining that Ariel's not speaking in Danish. There's a Jamaican, the patois-speaking crab in there. That motherfucker ain't Danish either. What's up? You fine with the crab being Jamaican? But you're like, hey, Ariel black? Nope, not happening. Unacceptable. Why is nobody speaking Danish, man? Also, yeah, there's a talking crab and a mermaid. Obviously, just the entire principle is fucked up from top to bottom. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
If we all agreed that race in films and TV shows, especially fictional stories, don't matter, and we're going to take a kind of colorblind casting approach, and, it doesn't matter as long as the actor is good. If we could all agree on that, then I'd be on board. And as I said,
I'm pretty sure everyone agrees on that. Like, literally no one is like, no. The underlying assumption there is only white actors and actresses are good. That's why he's saying that.
That's basically what it was for many years, what it was back in the 90s. What I cannot...
Yeah, what it was back in the 90s, Drama was already happening in 2019. Yeah, Disney Cable Channel defense casting black actors as new Little Mermaid. And people lost their shit back in 2019 as well. You want to know why it's still happening? Because motherfuckers are racist, okay? I'm sorry. Why? Why do I have to do this song and dance all the time when it's just true? Okay, if you do this, for example, if you do this, like, this is the level of racism, dude. Credits to our memer, artificial intelligence scientist, 10 gazillion IQ. He fixed the Little Mermaid and turned the woke actor. Woke, by the way. Classic substitute for black. Like, they're just openly saying it. Oh, it's political. It became political. Why? Because there's a black person. Woke actor. Why is she woke? What if she's problematic, bro? You don't know that. Woke actor into a ginger white girl. Note for Twitter, this is purely for educational purposes. Please do not misinterpret this in a racist way. Why did you do this? If it's not, you said fix, bro. You used the word fix. I'm just amazed by a high IQ friend who works with artificial intelligence and the stuff he can make and wanted to show people his field of study. What is he studying? His field of study is white supremacy? Like, what the fuck? Listen, we're not racist. We're just turning the black main character into a white character. Are you good with white Black Panther then? Dude, you understand how desperate you are, right? In this situation. Like, you don't come across as like, a 7 gorillion IQ 5D chess player when you say this. Like, black people get like one fucking movie and you're like, no, that needs to be white too. Okay, go ahead, make white Black Panther, dude. Yeah, go ahead. No one's gonna watch your dog shit ass movie. There is a difference between casting a black actor in a traditionally white role versus casting a white actor in a traditionally black role. Because they used to do the fucking casting of white people in traditionally black roles all the time. It's literally called blackface. Blackness is essential to the character of Black Panther. In no way is whiteness essential to the character of Little Mermaid. Exactly. Like, nothing changes in the Little Mermaid when you have the Little Mermaid be black. It's not white Little Mermaid. You know what I mean? It's just Little Mermaid, man. It's a made-up character. Same with elves and shit.
Is the double standard thing where we say, well, the casting... the race in casting matters only for certain races and not for others. No, we're not.
I wonder if, like, I don't know, centuries of slavery and the cultural implications of, like, justifying that white supremacist attitude have anything to do with, like, minor corrective behaviors have to do with that. That's why it's not a one-to-one comparison.
Also, by the way, with The Little Mermaid...
But why change it to a black girl is their question. And to make black girls happy is the answer. Or for politics, to divide and continue racism. Bro, what the fuck do you mean? I'm a normal person. I see black Little Mermaid. I don't immediately go, wow, that's dividing our country. You want to know why? Because I'm a normal human. And I wish that upon you, okay? Be normal. That's just the self-report.
Can we also just mention that just from a scientific perspective, okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have someone with darker skin who lives deep in the ocean I mean, if anything, I mean, not only should the Little Mermaid be pale, she should actually be translucent. If you look at deep sea creatures, they're like
Okay, so translucent isn't white either, motherfucker. What do you mean? There is no scientific explanation for talking crabs, man. What the fuck are you saying, brother? What scientific explanation is there for fucking talking crabs?
translucent. They have no kind of pigmentation whatsoever. And they're just like these horrifying, they look like skeletons floating around in the ocean. That's what the Little Mermaid should look like. She should be totally pale and skeletal, where you can see her skull through her face. And that would actually be a version of Little Mermaid that I would watch.
He said scientific explanation for a half woman, half fish, dude. That's crazy. There was another one. Hold up. There was another one. Candace Owens had one. Have you guys seen that one? Candace Owens had a take too. She popped off big time.
What do you think of the new Little Mermaid movie? I actually was just informed about this. It makes me
Man, I just heard about it and I'm so mad.
chuckle. In case you are not aware of it, as you know, nothing can be as it was. It all must be undone and turned backwards and upside down because the progressives just hate everything about society. So we all watched Little Mermaid. And if you're like me, you probably thought, well, yay, finally the redheads get something, right? You know, they're the true minority that nobody talks about, the redheads. So we had Ariel, who had beautiful long red hair, and it was actually
But she has red hair too. Wait, Black Ariel also has red hair.
one of my favorite movies. I was a big Disney child, Disney baby. Of course, nothing can be left as it is, and they are now producing a mermaid movie in which Ariel is black. Now, are there black people with red hair? Sure, yes. It's not common for black people to have
It's not common for white people either.
red hair.
You literally just said they're an underrepresented minority, which is not even true. They are represented pretty adequately in media, I would say. People love redheads.
Is in fact a Nordic trait, if you will, Irish, really, if you want to talk about specificities. But they're going to make her black because
I'm going to be honest. You want to know what's actually the most uncommon? Not black people with red hair. What's the most uncommon is a half person, half fish figure. As a matter of fact, it's so uncommon. It does not exist in the real world. Conservatives literally turn into the most bat-chested consumers when they think some media has slighted them if it's not racist enough.
everything must be black. That's the answer. Everything must be black. If it's not black, they can't produce it. If it's not black,
Yeah, famously, no like majority white casted movies exist anymore. I don't know if Candace Owens knows this, but like she's black. And you know, black people do exist in society. So having that reflected in the culture and the art that we consume is probably not that crazy. I don't know.
it then should be gay or lesbian. If it's not gay or lesbian, then it should be trans. If it's not gay or lesbian or trans or black, then it can't exist. So it's a mockery. And I, by the way, think that beyond that, the worst thing is being the actress in this. I am the only person, I can't be the only person, but I have to imagine that more Black Americans have to be upset with this pandering.
I mean, there is pandering that is like very obvious and fucking annoying. But why would people get mad at this? Like, why? Who cares? It's a fucking mermaid. When Disney's like, yeah, we're gonna make Little Mermaid black, like that's not pandering. This is a casting decision that they made.